Richard Brehaut, UCLA quarterback, after I think what a lot of people considered probably the best, at least spring scrimmage that you've seen in a few years here, and I think this is your third spring, right?
Yeah.
How do you just feel about how the offense clicked? Forget the big plays, all that kind of stuff, we'll get to that, but just the rhythm of it.
Absolutely. I felt with the ones, every time we moved the ball downfield, we were getting ourselves in field goal range, we were giving ourselves a chance for points, and that's something that, we really got to stress as an offense. Maybe not scoring every time, but getting 3 points is huge. Coach Johnson says always end drives with kicks, whether that's a field goal, whether that's a PAT, or whether that's a punt. We don't want turnovers. So I thought we did a great job not turning the ball over, and as an offense, just moving.
One thing that we've seen UCLA do is get 3 first downs and then a 3 and out. And it's like, how could those 3 good plays be followed by those 3 bad plays? And today, it looked pretty consistent. It wasn't all touchdowns, but just the idea of not having those regressions within a certain drive.
Exactly. I thought besides our last drive, we had that false start and then coach called it. Other than that, I thought we did a great job. No penalties. Those are things that kill drives. When we have a penalty on first down, now we're looking at first and long, then we're looking at second long and third and medium. We're not going to convert those. So as long as we, as an offense, play pretty consistently and make sure that we eliminate the stupid plays, the turnovers, the false starts, the holding calls. As long as we do that and we move like we did today, I thought we'll be pretty successful.
I know that you're trying not to think about it too much of a competition right now in spring, but you are, I think, assuming the captaincy of the ones right now. Yeah. It looks like you definitely kind of separated yourself from Brett because there's such a learning curve there. Talk about just how comfortable you feel with the way you're playing this spring.
Yeah, no, I feel extremely comfortable in that huddle, especially. I'm looking at guys that I've been looking at for a couple years now. When I'm looking at them in the eyes, and I think they have faith in me, and I have all the faith in the world in them. And that's what's huge as an offense is trust. We make sure those guys up front trust me, I trust them, and the receivers know that I'm going to get them the ball. And I think that's something that I've established. I've let them know that I'm going to get there. And I thought the receivers did a great job today, making plays on the ball. We had Ricky Marbury making that play for a touchdown, and Nelson had a couple catches where he went up and he got that ball. That's what's important. That's what's going to make those big plays. That's what's going to make that extra difference. That's going to lead to a win.
The big difference in your game that we're seeing this year is just the precision passing, and the word on the street is that your footwork is taking massive leaps. Was that not much of a focus last season, and is it now?
Yeah, this season so far, every practice we've had, as you guys can see, when everyone does the warm up, we do footwork drills all up and down this grass field, and that's something that's helped me tremendously over the spring. That's something that we didn't stress as much, back when the old coaches were here, but Coach Naz made it a point to stress our footwork. It's such attention to detail with these new coaches that I think it's going to make that extra difference. Everything is so attention to detail, it seems almost ridiculous sometimes, but that's what's going to make this difference. That's what's going to make us take that next step.
Can you talk a bit about you guys being a bit more aggressive and going downfield more? What that
Yeah, we're taking shots. We're not holding anything back. We're going to be super aggressive, and that's going to let the defense play the way we want them to play. So yeah, you're absolutely right. We're going to take some more shots downfield, throw some more balls up, and let those receivers make those plays that we know they can.
Does that kind of boost the morale even of the offense? The coaches might have more faith in you.
Yeah. I mean, it boosts the morale, but what it really does is it keeps the defense on their toes. When we take a shot on first down, they're not expecting that, and so. With the ability we have in this offense to throw the ball downfield, I think it's going to only open up more holes in the run game and in the short pass game. Just everything's going to click, I think, a lot more now that we're taking shots and letting the defense know that we're not just going to play into what they want us to do.
Richard, there seemed to be so much of a focus last year, and I don't know if this came from the coaching staff on down, but almost on the tall guys. It seemed like every other pass was going to an Embry or a Harkey or Rosario, and it really stopped there. And now you're looking at Jordan James bust out these short passes. Ricky Marbury, who's a slight guy. Damian Thigpen had a couple beautiful plays. Yeah. Randall Carroll. And there seems to be more of an emphasis on the speed and on the outside game.
Yeah. I mean, we use those tall guys when in certain situations, goal line situations. You like Nelson on those shorter corners and stuff. But we're really doing a great job. Spreading the ball around, spreading the love around. I thought that's something that we did well today.
You talked about footwork, and that's something I really want to talk a lot about with you. But do you feel different? Does the ball come off different? different? I mean, are you just as a quarterback? Are the throws that you're making this year that maybe you missed last year?
Yeah,
do those actually
I feel
different?
a lot more accurate with my footwork, and I feel like I'm getting to my third progression a lot quicker. I thought that's something that I've been doing a pretty good job about. Is when 1 and 2 aren't there, my footwork is telling me to get to 3, and that's something that I've been doing a pretty good job out of.
That's interesting. Richard Brehaut, we'll get more in depth because this is fun stuff. UCLA quarterback. Thanks, man.